I'd say I'm kind of like introverted, but
Yeah.
like what I do for a living isn't. When somebody comes up to me and is talking to me of like how they live with my music,
Yeah.
I try to be as present as possible because when I want to talk to like somebody I like artist wise, I get nervous and try not to waste that time. You know what I'm saying? So I try to put myself in that person's shoes. And it's just like I want to hear what they're saying to me.
What's going on? This is Ben from Real Ones, and this is our first interview of the 2024 season, and I could not be more excited to share it with the birthday man himself.
Pawpaw Ride. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Got Rodney in the building, Pawpaw Rod. Do you, Rodney, Rod, Pawpaw?
You know, whatever floats your boat. You know, I'm getting used to people coming up to me and just being like, "Hey, Pawpaw." I'm like, "Yep, that's right. I said I wanted to be like that."
You commit to the choice. It's like,
You
now
know,
you gotta.
You can't be mad at whatever one people acknowledge you by. So. Yeah.
Did you have a relative by the name of Pawpaw, like a grandparent or something?
Yeah, so it's a regional thing to call your grandfather, you know. My grandpa was pretty cool. He was like all about like cool rings and just giving you like little words of wisdom, had like cool gold teeth and shit. Like I don't know, he I don't have it on right now, but he always had on like dope square toe boots. Like I just loved everything about his style. So like just a little homage to that and the idea of it's like the journey of becoming a pawpaw. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's play off that a little bit.
It's like a title you gotta earn.
Yeah, you know. He would always say, make your parents proud, don't make them cry. I think I'm doing a decent job so far. At least I'm trying to. It makes it that much worth it when, you know, my folks looking at pictures or videos saying that they're proud of me. I'm always thinking like, yeah, Paul, I'm doing what you said. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite quote from him.
Dang.
Yeah.
I love that. This is your first sort of like mini tour, getting together a couple of dates. So, I mean, how does it feel first time performing in Chicago?
It's cool, man. It's cool. I wasn't planning on having a birthday show, just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I moved around a lot when I was a kid, and it made me not want to like have birthday parties for myself because I didn't know who was gonna show up because I'm like the new kid, and like so I'd always avoid them at all costs. So like I feel like this is the universe being like, nope, you're gonna have like a party, like a birthday party today. So I'm just like, oh fuck, okay, I gotta do it.
You gotta embrace it. Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Let me take it back a little bit. When did you make the move to LA from Oklahoma?
Well, I moved from Oklahoma about like 6 years ago. It was tough, you know, because everybody wants to go out to LA, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people end up going back home. It's one of those things where you see people who have succeeded at what you're trying to do, who have failed at what you're trying to do, and like right in the middle. So I feel like it makes you just like come correct, whatever that is. It's just like a rite of passage thing as a creative, just like, yo, I gotta touch this land at some point. So it's been dope, and it doesn't feel like it's been 6 years, especially with the pandemic and stuff too.
Yeah, nah, that's very true. I'm thinking of like, you know, what's the reunion like hometown show gonna look like? You know, have you done any performances in Oklahoma yet?
Yeah, so well, I've been making music for like 10 years. So like when I was back home, I used to be in a band. We would say we were the Strokes if we had a rapper. So like we would play in a bunch of little like dive bars locally. But it's been a while since my family's like seen me perform. So I want to do something soon, like I don't know, OKC or like Tulsa type of shit.
Yeah. Is that where you were close to, like,
Well, okay.
town-wise, or?
Okay, see, well, I spent a lot of time in Norman. That's where I went to school and stuff. I didn't go to OU, but like, I went to like just like high school, middle school.
OU, yes.
But like, my dad's from Oklahoma City. My mom's from like Stillwater, Cushion area. And just like the history of Tulsa, I would want to for sure do stuff there with like Black Wall Street, things like, you know.
Yeah.
So those are the places I want to perform first, though, when I go back home.
Shit, yeah, that's super fire. Hometown show's gonna hit extra different. Let's walk through the fit you got on right here. Like I feel like your fits have been definitely like a big focus. You know, at least when somebody sees you on the gram, right? What you got on today?
This brand is called 40s and Shorties. I remember when he gave me these pants, he would tell me these are like old like cigarette covers from like Korea or something. These are just stuff when I'm like chilling. My mom got me these for Christmas because I'm always wearing like boots and stuff, and she's like, "You don't have any sneakers," so she'll be happy I'm wearing these hoodies stuff. It's cold out here, bro, so I'm just trying to wear layers.
Yeah.
I have fucking long johns on under here, bro.
Smart.
That would not be the first time I've worn long johns to a function. Even if I know it's going to be a concert and like kind of crowded and shit. It's like something you got to do. This is like probably like the coldest it's been in like 5 or 6 years.
What?
But to even say that is like, there was a time where it was this cold 5 or 6 years ago, which is also crazy.
It's
But
always, it's that saying when like you go to somebody's town, they're like, "Oh, you brung this rain with you, or you brung this heat. Did you bring this cold weather with you?" type shit.
I was just in LA. That's what they were telling me because it was windy.
Yeah.
So like,
you brought that wind.
brought that wind,
Yeah.
You know, you got the joint in your hand right now, right? Lemon Haze was one of your tracks. You were on that song with Neil Francis, High. What you smoking on right now? Like, what's your go-to? If you're, you know, feel at liberty to disclose, you know.
Well, I like going for OGs, like just classic. Usually more on the indica side, and that's more on my wave. Like I feel like I can be like really like hyper and stuff when I'm like, you know, not smoking, which is nothing wrong with that. But like, I like to be a little more mellowed out, and if I can only smoke one strain, it would actually be OG, not Lemon Haze. Dun dun
Wow.
dun.
Wow.
Dun dun dun.
This is revolutionary stuff right here. Wait, OG? Is that just plain like OG Kush? I don't even.
Yeah, it is. Cause man, there's certain things when I hear about like what weed makes a person do, it's just like that's not why I smoke weed. When I think about smoking weed, I think of just like, you know, I'm get a little hungry, I'm chilled out, and I'm gonna laugh, and then probably get a little tired. But nowadays, there's crazy strains where you're just like charged up to the max, like you just took Adderall or something, or like the high THC levels where you can smoke some shit make you feel like it's a Xanax or something. And like I feel like with the OG, you know, it's like right in the middle. THC percentage isn't that high, and I like to smoke all day, so
Yeah.
like that works
High
for me.
school weed.
High school
I
weed.
miss that shit.
Oh man, you know, maybe with the way some of these strains are going crazy, maybe it's time to bring back the mids. I don't know.
It ain't go nowhere. You just gotta ask, you know, what you're
Yeah.
looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Heard
And not
that.
just smoke whatever's given to you. Yeah.
Your career kind of like really took off at a point in time where like you weren't kind of able to see the fans that you were gaining in a physical space. So I mean, like, what has that been like to like adjust and, you know, sort of get the live show together and everything?
Well, it's weird because like Hit 'em Where It Hurts, that like started to get some sort of traction during the pandemic, which was weird because like I couldn't like go outside and like really be around people, you know what I'm saying, and like feel the music outside type shit. So like it was weird just constantly like looking on social media or like the little Spotify numbers and just like, yo, what the fuck? Are people really listening to that? So like when I finally was out to do shows, I would get so nervous because I'd be like, yo, like, what are the faces? Like, who are the people that are really consuming this, man? But yeah, it's been fun. It's like a family reunion and like being a new kid in a new school at the same time. Because like it's my first time meeting people in the flesh, but they kind of act like they know you because I know the songs and shit. So
Right,
it's like,
right.
yo, what the fuck? It's a cool exchange. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's something that you wish you had known when you like started dropping music that you know now? Like, what would you tell your past self?
Just to be consistent, man. Well, not even consistent. Just like work at it. You know, you don't have to like stress it too much. It's just like it's all for the cause. Like if you're just gonna go live and doing something that's like not necessarily tied to music, whether that's just being present with your homies or just like making sure you're taking heed to when somebody's like sharing information with you. Just little shit like that. Yeah, I'll probably say something like that. Just be
Yeah.
present. Yeah.
How do you feel like you practice being present?
Stuff like this. I'd say I'm kind of like introverted, but
Yeah.
like my career, like what I do for a living isn't. So like that gives me that balance. So like when somebody comes up to me and is talking to me of like how they live with my music,
Yeah.
I try to be as present as possible because when I want to talk to like somebody I like artist wise, I get nervous and try not to waste that time. You know what I'm saying? So I try to put myself in that person's shoes. And it's just like, I want to hear what they're saying to me and like make sure this is something they can like leave with. You know what I'm saying? So that makes me be hella present in a way. Like when it's happening, I'm like, dude, I'm not ever this present in any part of my day.
Yeah.
Like, yo. So stuff like that. It's like therapeutic for me to do shit like this.
Yeah, I've definitely been on the other end of it too, like many a time with this sort of thing. The sit down is very valuable. You never know how much time you're gonna get. So like, I think another question that goes off of that is like, what do you wish people asked you in interviews like this?
What do I wish people asked me? Damn, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Good job.
No, please.
I don't know. I can't speak for all artists, but like there's times when I'm in the mirror pretending like I'm doing an interview. So I ask myself various questions. And that's not one I've asked. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe just like where do I like seeing people listen to the music, or how do I like seeing people incorporate it? And the reason I say that question is because the goddamn TikTok, like I'll see people like making like works of art with my music in the background, or like getting married, or like working out, or just like, I don't know, spending time with their family, just random things. And it's just like, yo, like it just puts it in a whole different perspective of just like how people live with your shit.
It's a wide variety of shit that you could soundtrack. You may never have expected, right?
Yeah, so maybe a question like that. I don't know.
You know, you're going to be on tour, doing some traveling. Like, what are some artists you're taking with you in your headphones?
Dude, I like this band from Houston. They're called Mind Shrine. They make like dream pop type shit. Kind of reminds me of like maybe like some 70s type shit a little bit. I really like them. They're dope. Damn, I'm really on Texas artists a lot. I like this dude from Dallas. He's a rapper named Bash for the World.
I was just talking about
No
him.
way.
I love Bash.
He's so dope. He's so
Dude.
dope. Damn, I think Krung Bean's from Texas too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I'm just on Texas artists, I guess. Other than that, I really like this dude back home in Oklahoma named Steph Simon. He's really dope. Tulsa. He also has this collective called Fire in Little Africa. They're really dope. My buddy Sherwin.
Sherwin, yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all had that record together, right?
Yeah, Paris, Texas. I fucking have family in Paris, Texas, which is funny.
Dang.
That's why I resonate with. I'm just like, yes, y'all putting on for the unseen.
There's so many people that thought they were from there and are disappointed now, but you know.
Nah, it's not. They're still badass. Fuck, Texas artist Tizo Touchdown. Fuck.
Yeah.
What I like about him, he takes me back to a Andre 3000 interview where he talks about Atlanta before it popped off, and because there wasn't like really any OGs in terms of just like a traditional hip-hop sense, it gave you the freedom just to like pull from anywhere and just create this honestly new thing. And that's what I get from a guy like a Tizo or something. I don't know, he just has freedom just to like do wherever you can tell he's just pulling from a lot of different places, and I love that.
Who have you felt like have been those OGs for you? You know, I feel like you pull from this 70s era quite a bit.
I like to say my style is kind of like a wedding, something old, something new, something borrowed. So it's just like it's a tradition from my era of when I like grew up. The quick answers are just like people like Cuddy, you know what I'm saying? Older acts, my mom always kept like Maxwell in the house, and like the SOS band, like Gap Band. Tupac was always playing. Of course, I was a big Michael Jackson fan, Prince, 50 Cent. I loved 50 Cent growing up. Raven Simone was the first concert I think I saw.
I love that. Actually, that's
Hella random.
That's great.
Hella random.
That was in Oklahoma?
No, that was when I lived in Texas. I lived in Texas like 7 years.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, so you bounced around a little. Where were the different locations?
I lived in El Paso for like a year. I lived in Killeen, Texas for like 7. Columbia, South Carolina. Tacoma, Washington. Germany. Bootsbach, which was an army base that isn't there anymore. Then New York for a little bit. Then obviously living in Norman. So, yeah, we've been around.
On the topic of making this an amazing birthday party, you know, I think you're going to have a great crowd tonight and hopefully, you know, celebrating this shit the right way. So our final question is just, this is real ones, you know, we'd love for you to shout out a real one in your life.
Shout out a real one in my life. Stacy I'm not gonna say the name of the cookie spot, but there's a cookie spot I go to. Her name is Stacy. I moved around a lot, and I didn't really like embrace community like that. And when I go to this cookie place, they just like know my name. They know the cookies I like by heart, and it's just like such a warming thing. Like I just go in there. Like when there's people in line, I'm like, "Yo, what cookies are y'all gonna get today?" She's a real one. So Stacy.
No, I like that. Yeah, can't give up the name of the spot though. You know, you got to find it out in LA, right? People got their thoughts on the whole gatekeeping shit. Prices can't go up too high.
Tip your local Stacy.
Just shout out to Stacy if you can find her.
Man, tip your local Stacy, man.
Tip your local cookie girl.
That's real. I think everyone got their local Stacy though. Like having that sense of familiarity with somebody.
It's just the folks like that like you see every day that just kind of like make an area feel like home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that little shit like that means a lot. I'm like in a walkable area where I'm at too, so like I just try to go to like the like little mom and pop spots and just like have random conversations, you know, just like really connect with somebody, you know, because everything is so transactional in places. So just like, I don't know, and they remember you, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I love shit like that.
Anything any of y'all wanted to ask that I forgot?
What's your hair care routine?
Ooh,
You have
it's
a beautiful fro today.
Hard-hitting journal.
thank you.
I think we do need to know about the hair care routine. That's very fair.
I can't commit to one because it's always changing. Like, rather it be one of my homegirls like, you should try this, and I'm like, all right, I'll try that one. If I'm back home, my sister might spoil me and like do my hair one good time, and I'll use whatever product she's using. I don't know. Like, it's always changing. I need to have a good hair care routine so it can stay like this all the time, but like it don't be like this all the time.
Shit, hopping off the plane and you're looking like this, you know, can't not too much to complain about. Clearly something's working.
Yeah,
But this is Pawpaw Rod. This is Ben from Real Ones. Thank y'all for tuning into this interview, and make sure to stream Pawpaw Rod on all platforms and check us out on YouTube, all platforms for more.